I'm Marie Parker.
And today we'll be showing you how to make a soy wax candle. First, we need to fill our glass with how much wax we need. So I filled it up to about here, and it's 200 mils of water. And we pour the water out, and we need to stick our wick in, and to do that, we have our wick here and a little stickum on the bottom. Peel that off. Make sure the glass is completely dry from the water, and make sure you stick it into the middle.
Okay. After that, we put your wax in the microwave, and you have to melt it for 4 minutes with how much you need. So if you have 200 ml like we had, then you have to melt it. You have to melt 400 because it melts down to half the size. So we have done that, and it's sitting here now. Okay. Okay. Once you have done that, you have to make sure the wax is a certain temperature to pour the colour in, which is, if you're doing the block like George is doing here, you have to have it at 80 degrees, but if you're doing liquid, you do it at 65 because with the block it has to melt quicker. Okay, and once you've done that, you have to put the fragrance in, and it has to be at 75 degrees, otherwise, yeah, it'll be a bit too hot for it.
So I just did the wax there, and we need to give it a stir. So we need to make sure on the thermometer that it's 80 degrees.
Like this one, it's just a bit over.
But that's okay. So then this will melt. And the colour that we're doing is sea foam. It's a nice greeny colour.
And the fragrance we're doing is orange vanilla. You can't really read it, but it's in the bottom.
Yeah. So the fragrance, we just need to wait a bit for the fragrance because we need to just wait for the wax to cool down a bit, and then we can add our fragrance. It's at 85 degrees now, so it's really hot. You would not want to touch it.
Which is Celsius, we're saying.
Yeah. But Marie will now show you what we need to do for when you're adding the fragrance.
With this calculator, okay. You have, ours is 200, so 200 mil, so you'd put 200, and then it has it on the back of this page here. And you times it by 7%, so you would press times 0.07 and then equals, which should be 14. So you would put in 14 mil of fragrance.
And when we do the fragrance, you have a little cup like this, and you need to measure out with the fragrance 14 mils for us. So we're going to add the fragrance now. So I'm just going to do it to 15. I'm just going to do it to 15. Just I actually have done it anyway. And I'm going to add the fragrance in now. Just we need to give it a stir, so we can actually take the thermometer out now because there's no more to do. And we'll just give it a stir. And as you can see, when Marie stirred this to the end, and even letting it cool, it's still very hot. And when you're actually stirring it, you need to stir it very slow. And so that's just about done now. Now we need to pour it into our glass.
Okay, so now we've stirred it, we will put, so give it another stir, and then Georgia here is now going to tip it into the glass. And you have to be extremely careful with this. You might even need a teacher or adult to help you.
Because it is very hot, that's why I had to quickly go get a cloth. And you need to pour it in the middle so that it doesn't slosh onto the edges of the glove.
You have to pour it slowly because if you do it fast,
So we want it to about there. And yes, there is still a bit more wax left, but that's okay.
Now that George has done that, this is a simple way to make a candle holder. You just get a long toothpick, snap it in half, and then you tie it together with a lucky band, leaving enough room for the wick to go through. And make sure that is perfectly on, and then you slip the wick through it.
You just slip the wick through like that, and that'll keep the wick in place when it dries.
So yeah, and then before that,
And then you might just want to cut the wick. Now the wick is really hard to cut, especially when you're using
now
it.
we have finished our candle.
And so you just need to let it set overnight, really. That makes it set very well. Or 4 hours if you want it to just almost be set. And then a little bit of personal info. When we made actually our own in Science Extension, me and Lockie, my brother, you need to wait 48 hours and then until you can light it. So the next night me and Lockie lit it, and because of the fragrance it smelled beautiful in the room. So we hope you enjoyed watching our Soy Wax candle.
So thank you for watching, and we'll just show you a bit of a close-up of our candle we made. It's a lovely colour and scent. And thank you again. I'm Marie Parker, and
I'm Georgie Cook.
and our lovely filmer here, Rebecca Muir.
So
Thank you to you, Rebecca, and we hope you have enjoyed watching our little film